I've been using Tallis reading list as part of my first year undergraduate module on religion and belief in the early modern period as part of the guided learner journey for encouraging students towards doing their seminar reading and essay planning.
So I think Tallis is a really good structured reading list process, and I think that it gives students the opportunity to know what they need to read week by week rather than doing something, having a reading list for the whole entire module. And it's really nice to know that you can actually put the reading lists or the things that you would like them to read week by week.
One of my favourite features of the Tallis reading list is that when you embed it into your virtual learning environment, you can split it up week by week, so students just see the week that's relevant for the work that they need to be doing, which saves lots of time scrolling and lots of confusion from students not knowing which part of the reading list to look at. Using Tallis was a really easy way to put together the reading list. It allows you to search through the library catalogue, on Google and through Amazon to find a whole range of different materials, books and articles, and add them really easily into a reading list.
Once you have installed the bookmarking tab, all you need to do is find your online resource and click the bookmarking button, and then you are done.
Once you have the bookmarking tool on your web browser, it's so easy. It's just a case of finding the information page for the book or article that you want and hitting the import button, checking the information, making sure it's all there and saving it to the part of the list where you want the book to appear.
So once I had thought about the material that I wanted the students to actually read, it took me probably about an hour to put the material into the Tallis reading list.
It's good to be able to add things so quickly, and you can add them as you're going through the course. So if something new comes out, you can add something and it's updated on the module site straight away. You don't have to mess around with a paper version and resaving and re-uploading things.
Hi, I work in the Content and Collections team. We make sure that all the resources that you put on your reading list are available for your students to read. When you finish creating your reading list, make sure that you publish it so that it becomes visible in Canvas. Then it's really important that you request a review. This lets my team know that you're ready for us to check your list. And we'll make sure that we purchase any extra copies of ebooks or print books that are needed, so that when your students come to visit your list, they'll be able to access all the resources they need.
The help and support available is really brilliant. I had an issue one week and dropped an email over to the support team and they fixed the problem and replied straight away. So it's really nice to know that if something goes wrong, you've got that backup and support there to help.
So I gave the students a task where they needed to summarise different journal articles. We expected the students just to summarise one article out of a choice of 5. However, one of my students came and summarised all 5 of the articles, and I think that might have been because the journal articles were now so accessible due to the Tallis system.
I had one concern about an embedded reading list, was that history students need to be able to go and research and find items beyond the reading list to show originality. So to help with that, I set an exercise in one of the seminars. They had to work in pairs to go and find something that wasn't on the reading list for that week. And then when they came into class, they had to provide a summary of the thing that they'd chosen on Padlet on the screen in front of everyone, so that they could say why they thought it was an important addition to the reading list.
So we found this year that the student grades have actually increased from 64.7% last year up to 73% in the current year. I think it might be because the students now have direct access to specific chapters that they need to read in books. They also get guided to specific journal articles, and in regards to my particular subject, they also have access to video clips which actually reinforce what I teach them within the practical sessions.
I think having the embedded reading list has certainly improved students' willingness to do their seminar reading. The ease with which they can find things means that they spend more time on the reading rather than trying to locate items. I also think it's helped with essay preparation. It's not as daunting to go and try and find all these books. They can start looking at them and seeing the information about the books and articles straight away to see if they're going to be useful or helpful for what they want to write.